All right, gentlemen, you received your instructions in the dressing room. I expect you to fight clean, obey my commands at all times, protect yourselves at all times. The belt line is good right here. Anything below that is a foul, okay? Belt line is good right here at the top of the letters. Anything below that is a foul. Touch gloves. Good luck to you both.
Two light heavyweight punchers going at it here in our co-feature. Ali Izmailov, 11-0 with 7 knockouts. Britton Norwood, 10 knockouts in his 13 victories. Ali Izmailov looking to make a statement here in our co-feature, but also, Raul, trying to create a little bit of distance between his most recent fight. That was a really close win over Charles Foster. It earned him that top 10 spot, but
yes,
he had a rough night.
Yeah, he did. A fight that I covered on a platform, Showbox, that I came from. I wasn't too impressed with Izmailov in that fight. He did what he had to do to win, you know, but I thought he could have done better. But I found out, you know, his trainer, John David Jackson, and himself, he was sick for that fight. So, hey, look, he got the win. Now tonight is the night where he's got to show his skills. He's got to show what he's really made out of. He's got to show if he's really that guy, because they talk about him, you know, hopefully fighting guys like Bivol and Peterbrave. But that's a whole different level, Corey. So we'll see what happens tonight with Norwood.
Yeah, Izmailov said he's looking to show off his defensive prowess in this fight as well. As you mentioned, Izmailov said that he was very sick coming into that bout, but
yeah,
John David Jackson didn't even know it. Shug, has that ever happened to you, where a fighter has some kind of affliction and you don't even know it coming into the fight?
That definitely happens. It's just a fighter's mentality. They don't want to tell you that they're injured or that something's wrong with them because they still want to fight. It's yes, that's just a fighter. You have to really watch them close. You know, having a fighter is sometimes like having another child, and you have to know when they're sick, know when they're upset. You know, to be able to try to help them out in their situation before they even know it.
Izmailov trying to find that right hand in the body, fighting out of that shoulder roll style, and you'll see him trying to knock down that lead hand to create a little bit of distance, create a little bit of space to get the right hand in there, Raul.
Yeah, he'll roll and then try to land the overhand right or right hand down the middle or even to the body, and uses his jab well. There's a lot of awkwardness to Izmailov. Norwood feels like, you know, he's been winning fights because everybody's scared of him, and Norwood said, I'm not going to be scared of him. And so far, he's showing that he's not. So far, right?
No, he definitely ain't scared of him.
No.
He's not showing it at
Nice
all.
jab. Look at that jab by Norwood.
He seemed pretty confident in the fighting meeting. He said he saw some weaknesses, and he kind of laughed and smirked about it, like, you know, like, but he wouldn't tell us. He was just like, I'll just do them when I get out there.
Yeah, Norwood staying in the center of the ring here.
I mean, he's got a reason to be confident. Norwood, he's coming off his biggest win against Mazzaroni, who was 20-1. He knocked him out in 1 round, Corey.
At cruiserweight as well.
At cruiserweight, yes.
We're missing with that left hand. Izmailov happy to show off his defense here in the opening round. Quiet start to our co-feature. There we take a look at the corner of Ali Izmailov. Of course, the former world champion, John David Jackson, trainer to the stars, working with Izmailov. And Jackson has been heaping praise on Izmailov. He says that he hits harder than Sergey Kovalev. He's one of the best fighters. Yeah,
I want to see
one of the best fighters that he's worked with recently.
And let's not forget about Casamayor in Norwood's corner.
It's a battle of world champions here tonight.
1992 Olympic gold medalist when I went to the Olympics in Barcelona, and a world champion too. So a lot of experience. There we see Casamayor.
And who better to have in this corner? Another southpaw.
Yeah, a lot of experience in both corners.
And round 2 is now underway, and joining us here in the commentary booth is the man putting it all together here tonight, Dimitri Salita. Dimitri, thanks so much for joining us.
Good to be here. Good to be watching these great fights here in Detroit at the Wayne State Fieldhouse.
We're talking about Ali Izmailov, of course, chasing some of those big names at 175, and I think you described Izmailov as the hidden gem in the 175-pound division.
Yes, I really feel so. In this fight, he's fighting an opponent who's confident and who's awkward. So it's a bit difficult for him to kind of find his setting and land the good shots. But I do think at some point it's coming.
Well, like John David Jackson said, Dimitri's trainer, he said he's going to systematically break him down. And that's what I see. You know, he's setting him up with the jab. He's invested in some good body shots. And we're hoping that in the second half of the fight, he's able to get Norwood out of there.
Yeah, it's all very good experience for him. Norwood as well has Joel Casamayor, like Sugar said, who's a very experienced, tricky southpaw. So he knows all the tricks from the southpaw stance, and it looks like Norwood is really using them. So from what I see, Ali is just trying to kind of get his timing, adjust to his awkward movements, and land the shots like he just did right there.
Yeah, there was a nice left hook and then a sharp right hand from Izmailov a moment ago.
What Izmailov is doing this round is he's being strong. He's being a lot stronger and kind of forcing his way in, getting past the southpaw jab, and then he's starting to land some hard punches. I'm like, Raul, I want to see the big shots.
But I'll tell you what, Norwood is feeling those shots because now you see him holding on to Izmailov.
And there's that physicality that he's using now. He's just saying, you know what, first round I came out. This round, I'm sure John David Jackson told him, hey, pick it up.
Yeah, it looks like Ali's getting his groove. When he drops his hands and he starts moving his head, he gets like that. Which is what is unusual about him is that even though he's from Eastern Europe, he has rhythm and style and gets his hands down and likes to kind of
a lot of the American style. I see that.
Exactly.
The shoulder roll like Mayweather, and he likes to be a little bit flashy.
Yes.
I think he's feeling himself, and it's kind of like you, Dimitri. You know what I mean? When you start loosening up, then you start laughing, and that's when I know Dimitri. I'm gonna get the best of Dimitri.
You got to loosen up, bro.
Double right hand there from Izmailov.
Right
hand to the body.
He's been rolling and throwing a counter right hand, and he just rolled it through a counter right hand to the body. He's been doing that this whole round here.
Norwood up early in that camp. With that right hand,
and
was like a gunshot.
The fact that Norwood got up shows that he's confident he really came here to win.
It's like a little shoulder roll. He rolls and shoots the right hand.
Norwood will escape the round.
Saved by the bell.
Those body shots.
Tonight is body shot night.
Yeah.
Body shot night, yeah.
Body shot night.
Those body shots paralyze you and take everything out of you. So it looks
Mexican style.
Yeah, Mexican style body shots, huh?
You can see the knockdown of a nice, setting him up with the jab. Nice, straight right hand to the solar plex, and down goes Norwood. I didn't think he was going to get up. Oh, there he goes. It's those punches you don't see, you don't feel, and that's what happens.
Listen, he turned Norwood square and had him a flush, clean target with that straight, solid, thudding right hand. It didn't look like he threw it hard, but I can hear those punches. And look at him, he's just so relaxed over there.
We'll see if Izmailov goes back downstairs to the body here early on in round 3. As you mentioned, we could hear that right hand to the body, and Norwood dropped immediately from it.
There's that little roll he's doing.
Oh, Norwood was staggered by that shot. He's hanging on right now.
He needs to. He needs to get back on the outside, give him some movement. Stick and move. He's got to frustrate him.
I like the way Ali is changing his defense. He has his hands down, then he gets closer, picks his hands up, so he's understanding the distance and the awkwardness of his opponent.
Right over the top by Izmailov. To your point, Dimitri, we've seen 3 almost completely different looks from Izmailov offensively in this fight.
Yes, and to his opponent's credit, he's really trying and using his tricks, holding on, pot shotting him, using that southpaw jab.
Listen, Ali's fast too. I'm looking at how he's counter punching. He got a quick little step back and counter, boom.
Izmailov just getting his hands free, trying to work to the body. Norwood just waiting for the break.
You can see Norwood this third round, kind of
good
going
body
into,
shot.
going into survival mode.
Two right hands to the body.
Yeah, this is all survival mode now. Every time he gets caught, like he's gonna hold on, grab on to Izmailov.
Boom.
Norwood
There it is.
gushing blood, and Izmailov is not helping matters as he rips hooks on the inside. You see the blood just cascading down onto the arm of Izmailov. Norwood busted wide
There it is
open.
again. He keeps dropping and slipping and countering. He's got a very tricky, quick counter shot. Izmailov. And he just does it naturally. There it is again. It's just like a little drop. Boom.
Look at the damage that Izmailov has caused in less than 3 rounds. Norwood hurt to the body. He's leaking blood up top.
I'm not sure if he could keep taking those kind of punches, Corey. I mean, and you know, Norwood
is
punches,
again.
yes, but Norwood's punches, they don't move Izmailov. He keeps coming forward. He's like a brick wall.
Yeah, Izmailov basically catching everything that Norwood is throwing right now.
There's his little move. Listen, he does that move
Tricky, huh?
very naturally.
Yeah.
He gets just close enough to make the opponent make a move and throw something, and he slips it and he counters.
There it is again. Right hand to the body, left hook up top. Final 10 seconds of another dominant round for Ali Izmailov, who's looking to send a message to the champions at light heavyweight.
I mean, he is very effective with that move.
We see Casamayor trying to revive Norwood in the corner. That's what he needs. It was Izmailov covering a nice body shot. Again with the body, with the right hand. Norwood trying to hold on. It was he, again, pushing him off. Again, those body. Oh, that big right hand, that's what did the damage. I believe that's what busted up that nose. A lot of damage, a lot of blood in his. Still pouring down. I mean, can they stop the blood? That bothers a fighter, Corey. You know, you're not able to breathe the same. Sometimes you're thinking about the blood just flowing. And can't focus.
Cutman Vic earning his check here tonight.
Oh, most definitely.
Round 4 begins.
Izmailov is very physical. And this is what changed the fight from the first round to the second round.
Beautiful
and
counter
now.
there.
There goes that little side step again, huh? And he countered with the right hand.
Oh.
Changing it up to the body. I like that. He's thinking in there.
Body to the head.
I love when a fighter thinks. He's not just sitting there to throw punches. He's got a game plan.
That's what I was waiting on.
Beautiful right hand there from Izmailov. Nearly
Body to the
turned
head.
Norwood around.
Hey, you got to give it to Norwood for trying. He tried.
No, he's
And then he said, let me hold on now.
He's definitely doing what he's supposed to do. He's just not physical enough, really.
Yeah.
And you can see it. That's the big difference I'm seeing. Is just not
Body
being
shot again.
physical enough.
That was a body
And
shot.
That will make Norwood take a knee temporarily. You see the deep breath.
The same body shot that dropped him the first time, Corey. The jab and then the right hand to the solar plex. Oh!
Tremendous right hand over the top. And Izmailov
This is
might be
probably gonna
looking for one for the highlight reel. Izmailov all over Norwood right now.
Look at the strength.
And
they
Casamayor
stopped
up on the apron, and that is it. Total domination from Ali Izmailov.
I thought it was a great stoppage. You know, Casamayor, he knows his fighter, and he knows that he couldn't continue, even though he was trying, and he won't quit. But sometimes the trainer, you know, has to do with the best interest in the fighter. It's no shame in the fighter at all. He was ready to fight. Norwood was there every bit of the way.
Well, it was target practice for Izmailov with that right hand, and in particular with Norwood's style, the way that he kind of leaves that lead hand out there, Izmailov was just taking that lane and landing it again and again. The right hand to the body.
Yeah, the right hand to the body. Oh, beautiful right hand. Picture perfect right hand. The timing of it. Great distance. Puts Norwood.
And then the next time
to the end.
he had went to the body enough, and he had Norwood kind of bracing for the body shots, and the head shots were wide open. That's what you want to see in a fighter. You want to see a fighter know when to go from the body to the head.
And Casamayor was smart enough. I mean, hey, he's been in there before.
I was going to say, there are other trainers that might have let that go to try and see if their fighter can work out, and that ends in a devastating highlight reel knockout. He saved his fighter from that.
But that's
from getting even hurt worse.
Listen, let me tell you something right now. That's the #1 priority of a trainer, is to protect the fighter. You protect them. You start teaching them how to fight, but the #1 goal is to protect your fighter. And by protecting them, you're teaching them how to fight and protect yourself and knowing when to step in at the same time.
All right, we're ready to make this one official. Let's send it up to Mr. Throwdown, Pete Trevino.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause, please, for both of the fighters in the center of the ring. At 1 minute, 28 seconds of the 4th round, the blue corner steps in to stop this matchup for your winner by TKO and still the USBA light heavyweight champion, Ali Izmailov.
Well, Raul, how did you like that performance?
He did great. I think he did what he had to do. I think he made a statement. You know, I covered his last fight against Foster. I wasn't impressed, but Foster was a different style of fighter, tall, lanky, moved around a lot, probably at a different level. But look, with Norwood, we saw Norwood tried. He was game, and Izmailov did what he was supposed to do and really made a big statement here tonight.
So a big win for Ali Izmailov as we take a look